Assalamualaikum. Welcome everybody. Thank you for taking out the time. And I'm working towards a busy Friday. Thank you for joining us today. So let's start. Bismillah. So welcome to the TPS Training Spoken English Workshop. This is just an orientation class, and I'll just be walking you through what we will be doing over the course of the 4 weeks. Okay, so we'll start off, I'll just start off by introducing myself, introducing what the course is. We'll do some icebreakers, and then we'll learn something. Okay, so who is Miss Hafsa? My name is Hafsa, that is me. Sorry, let me just turn on the video. There we go. This is me, hi, this is Miss Hafsa. A little bit about myself. I have been teaching English for the past 4 years, and it is something that I love to do, and I am fortunate enough to do it as my job. I have done my bachelor's in English literature, and I have done my master's in teaching, and my specialization is teaching English, which is what I'm doing here right now, and social sciences. So that's just a little bit about myself, and I did both my degrees from University of Toronto. In my free time, I really like to read. I like watching TV shows. I'm not a fan of movies. Who here likes TV shows more than movies? Let me know in the chat. Who likes TV shows more than movies? Just let me know in the chat, or maybe just raise your hand. That's an option here. But thank you, Amara. I thank you for telling me you also like TV shows more. Just to remind you that in the meeting, please mute yourself if you're not speaking at the moment, just so it's not distracting everybody. Okay, so a little bit about the course. It's, again, a 4-week course, and it's online through Zoom. And what we're doing is we're improving our English fluency, so our conversational skills in an informal or formal setting. We're going to be correcting our pronunciation. We're going to be learning some new vocabulary, some new phrases that we can incorporate in our daily lives. And most importantly, we're building our confidence, because that is what I feel is most important when you're learning English. We might know the language, we might have the skills to actually speak it, but the reason most people don't end up speaking is because we lack the confidence. We have that hesitation. And that's what I would like to get rid of, the hesitation, okay? We'll be doing and we'll basically be doing all of this in a fun and engaging way. It's like an evening class. Everybody's tired, you know, 7 से 8 बजे की class होगी, थके पड़े होंगे सारे दिन से. So we're going to try to have fun and do it in an engaging way, okay? Let's see, so let's see, I'll show you how we'll actually be building the fluency, okay? So this is just an example of what I've done in the past. So we'll learn how to ask for information in English. Can or could you tell me where or when something is? Do you know where, right? So an example of practicing conversations would be, you have 2 people. One person is going to be like, you're lost in Muddy. You're going to ask a stranger for directions to your hotel. And you're going to do all of that in English, right? So basically, you're getting into the habit of asking for things and saying things to other people in English. Any skill is perfected with practice. So that's what we're basically going to be doing in this class. We're going to be talking in English. We're going to be practicing in English. And we're going to at least try to do everything in English. And if we hesitate, that's okay. I'm here to help, okay? We're going to do pronunciation. We're going to learn how to pronounce things properly. These are some common words that I see, or I see people making mistakes with, just say, sometimes we'll say breakfast, but really it's breakfast. We say vegetable, but it's vegetable, right? So the better your pronunciation gets, the more likely you are to speak in public or speak in front of people, okay? We're going to build vocabulary. Every week, I'm going to give you some words that you can use in your everyday life. You can incorporate it. आप अपनी daily language में डाल सकते हैं ताकि ऐसे लगे कि आपको English आती है, right? Same thing with phrases, right? Idioms, जिससे कहावतें भी कहा जा सकता है उर्दू में. This is just a couple of things that you're going to learn. Oh, for people that are annotating or writing things on the chat, please do not do that. I'm going to clear them. Yeah. Now I've told you about the course, and now I'm going to tell you why you should take this course. Sorry, give me one second. Okay. We're going to learn to speak English fluently because the first thing is it's the need of the hour, right? We need it. As unfortunate as it is, Pakistan mein survive karne ke liye, to get a good job, to get gainful employment, as you would say, or to get into like elite institutions of the country, say civil services, ya army, bureaucracy, government, you need to get a hand of English. It's an international language. If you choose to travel abroad, if you go abroad for educational purposes or just for jobs, you're gonna need the language. Like I said, you need it to operate internationally in other countries, and you need it for your future or your present. You're going to learn to speak English fluently in a safe, welcoming, and comfortable environment. This one is really important to me. I know when we speak English and it's not our language, it's really scary, it's anxiety inducing, and it's difficult to speak English in front of people, right? One thing I always say is that English हमारी ज़बान नहीं है, right? जैसे हमें Spanish नहीं आती, Mandarin नहीं आती, कोई और language नहीं आती, अगर हम वो बोलेंगे, गलत बोलेंगे तो हमें उसके अंदर शर्म नहीं आनी चाहिए, right? So that's just something that you should always keep in mind. When you're speaking English, it's okay if you make mistakes. It's not our language, it's totally fine. But what we are going to do is we're going to try to learn. We're going to have a desire to learn. हम सीखने की चाह रखेंगे, and that's all that's important. And the way this class is set up, we're all going to feel comfortable and welcome when we're speaking a language that is new to us, okay? And lastly, I'm going to make you, by the end of this course, I'm going to make you comfortable in your ability to hold a conversation in English in a formal or an informal setting, okay? So just a weekly plan, like what I plan to do throughout the week. Again, it's 4 weeks. First week mein hum karenge language ki basics. We're going to review some grammar and we're going to practice talking. Grammar is the basis of speech. Isliye we have to perfect our grammar before we move on to actually speaking. Then we're going to develop fluency. We're going to do that by listening and speaking exercises. Then we're going to work on our delivery and pronunciation, which is intonation, आवाज का उतार चढ़ाव, modulation, आप कैसे ऊंचा नीचा बोलते हैं, and enunciation, the way you speak. So we're going to fix our pronunciation and how we deliver our language. And then culmination, we're going to bring everything together, and then we're going to do some mock interviews. We're going to do some role-playing activities in the very last week. Okay? So now let's get to know each other a little bit. This is an icebreaker. Icebreaker is basically when you are in a group with new people. It's really cold, right? Thand hoti hai, we don't know everybody. So we're going to break that ice by getting to know each other a little bit. Okay? Are we all comfortable with that? Or actually, maybe I can field some questions. If you, at this point, if you have any questions about the course, please let me know. Maybe you can raise your hand, unmute yourself, give it to me in the chat. Somebody asked me, are you a teacher at Punjab School? No, I'm not a teacher at Punjab School. I just do this training here for Punjab School, but not a teacher. And just a heads up, in this course, I will be speaking English most of the time. If you have a question, you can you're most welcome to speak in Urdu, but we're going to try speaking in English. And if you need me to repeat something in Urdu, just let me know in the chat privately, and I can definitely do that. Okay. Omar Shah, I believe, has a question. You can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you please tell us what will be the content of the course?
So the content essentially is, well, there's going to be a lot of stuff, so I can't give you a lot of details there. But in conversational practice, you'll basically practice having a conversation. I'll give you a topic, say how you spent your summer break, or your last trip. Tell me about your last trip. I'll give you sentence starters, and then you'll tell me what you did over your vacation in English. So that's one of the things that you'll do. It's going to be vocabulary stuff, right? I'll give you new words every week that you can learn, use, utilize in your daily language. We'll do pronunciation activities, and we'll do reading activities as well. Hopefully that answers your question. Is it okay for us to take this course online? Yeah, I think we can't get the confidence speaking in this way. That's a really good question. I did my master's online, and I think I got the skills that I needed through that. But I would ask for every class, I would ask you to turn on your camera. I would ask you to unmute yourself and actually speak. You'll be speaking, even if it's online, you'll still be speaking. So hopefully that will build confidence. Somebody asked me what my good name is. My name is Hafsa. If anybody still has a question, please let me know. I would love to answer your questions. Just unmute yourself.
Okay.
And ask. Yeah.
Okay. आपने कहा है कि vocabulary और creative writing होगी, इसके अलावा और आप क्या करवाएंगी? आपका किस तरह से future plan है कि आप क्या कराएंगी?
Sorry, I don't think I quite understand your question. So I'm going to do conversational practice. Like every day, every time you come into this class, you're going to do multiple conversational practices. You're going to learn vocabulary through different, so basically I'll just be doing different activities. And I can't disclose what kind of activities I'm going to do, because that's going to be based on the topic of the day.
Hello. Hello.
Ji.
Hello.
Salam.
I wanna increase my fluency. How can I increase it?
That's going to be, so we're going to practice conversing. I will give you a topic, and you will be talking to me, and you will be talking with your peers. It's just speaking every skill. So speaking English is a skill, right? Or koi bhi skill aap kaise hone karte ho ya usse strengthen karte ho, practice karte ho. We're just going to be practicing depending on the topic that I give you for the day. Multiple topics. Sorry. Yeah.
आप every day one topic देंगे और उस पे conversation होगी सबकी. That's all.
एक क्लास में 6 से 7 टॉपिक्स में दूंगी. 6 से 7 conversations आप करेंगे. Even 10, 11. Depends on the topic of the day. जैसे for instance.
मैडम वो एक ग्रुप बनाएंगे.
Sorry.
मैंने कहा ग्रुप बनाएंगे WhatsApp उस पे, यानी कि कन्वर्सेशन होगी या इधर ही
नहीं स्पीच होगी. So Zoom में एक फीचर होता है, आप breakout rooms में जाओगे, right? I'll split you into 2 groups, and you'll be talking to each other, or you'll be talking directly to me. आप अपने आप को unmute करोगे, मैं कहूँगी, okay, tell me about your weekend. And you're going to tell me about your weekend in English. I'll say, what did you do on Eid? Then you'll tell me what you did on Eid, right? It's just conversational practice. Practice karenge English mein bolne. And that's, you're just going to be building confidence through that. Sorry, somebody asked me the course schedule. So it's going to be online every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Sorry. While I'm talking, please unmute. Sorry, please mute yourself while I'm talking. Uske baad, you're welcome to unmute yourself. Acha, days hai Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. for 4 weeks. And it's going to be online. You'll be sent a link and you'll join. And this is going to be tentatively, matlab, ye time abhi fixed nahi hai. It could change. It's going to start from the first week of September. Sorry, if anybody has, somebody has a hand.
मैडम हम रूटीन में बंदे ने प्रैक्टिस करनी है तो उसका क्या शेड्यूल होगा?
Sorry,
यानी कि क्लास के दौरान होगी ना प्रैक्टिस शुरू?
sorry, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही, दोबारा बोलिए.
मैंने कहा ये तो आप क्लास में बता रही है ना कि ग्रुप बन जाएगा उसमें प्रैक्टिस होगी, तो अगर रूटीन में प्रैक्टिस करना चाहे तो ये ग्रुप रूटीन में भी चलेगा या क्लास के दौरान ही होगा?
Acha, yes, we will have a group chat on WhatsApp where I can help you, and I'll give you homework that you will practice, and then we'll take up the homework in the class. If anybody has any other questions, please let.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Ma'am, it's Mir Hassan. My question also is related to the way of speaking using Zoom, and you will deliver all the lecture on the Zoom. Do you think in this way we will get a level of confidence, like how to speak in public, how to speak with different people, like in our job?
जी बिल्कुल. I certainly believe that you will be, क्योंकि बातचीत तो आप कर रहे होंगे, आप एक दूसरे से भी बात करेंगे, आप मेरे से भी बात कर रहे होंगे. So it's basically a conversation, चाहे वो online हो या in person. It's still people in front of you, strangers in front of you that you will be conversing with. So I certainly think that an online conversation is almost the same as an in-person conversation, especially if you turn on your cameras, which I would suggest. I would suggest that all of you turn your cameras if you choose to enroll in this course. Any other questions?
Yes. Now my camera is on. Okay. I will try to join this course. And one thing more, even at the end of this course, if we don't feel that we gain a lot of speaking power, or we need some more like conversation, like you can see currently we cannot talk in a very much confident way. So what do you think after this course, what will be our level?
Well, that depends on each person, because currently every person has a different skill, right? Koi beginning ka hoga, koi intermediate ka hoga. So it depends on how much effort you put in and how much practice you do on your own time. It's like any other course, right? जितनी आप effort put in
Okay.
करेंगे, जितनी आप अपना free time में practice करेंगे, उतना ही आपको result मिलेगा.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Ahmed, I believe you have your hand raised.
सवाल कोई बंदे के पास टॉपिक हो उस बारे में मत पूछे ना, इंग्लिश के बारे में कैसे कोर्स होगा
So for the person who asked me कि after the course अगर आप feel करते हैं कि आपने वो skills नहीं acquired थी, you can certainly stay in touch with us even after the course through WhatsApp or you can come to our training center if you feel like you need more, and there's certainly more courses that you can take to further build on it. But I will reiterate, I will say it again, okay, the outcome of this course is dependent on how much effort you want to put in and you are willing to put in, right? And that holds true for any course that you're going to take, or any education setting has the same sort of rule. Anybody have any other questions? Somebody in the chat? If you want to learn alone, what will be the charges?
Ma'am, I have one more question.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay. I have question. If somebody don't want to take classes online via Zoom, can he come to the institute and he can in which he can talk person to person?
Currently we're only offering this course in person. Online. Last workshop was online. We'll see if we can do another in-person one. Stay in touch with maybe you can ask this question. Are you on the do you have a number on WhatsApp, and do you have us on Facebook? You can send this message maybe on WhatsApp and Facebook, and the people there would be able to answer this question better. Okay? This is for people wondering, our Facebook is TPS Trainings. Just put that in the search bar and we'll show up. And our WhatsApp number is as stated. If anybody has any further questions, they can also ask here. Please share a number. Okay, so it's on the screen, 03. Thank you.
Madam, please one group WhatsApp.
Sorry, say that again. If anybody has a question, just unmute yourself and ask.
Madam, please one WhatsApp group for practice.
Well, we haven't created that yet. If you join the group, if you join the class, then we will provide you with the support group. You can't join it without joining the class.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ahmed Nawaz. Actually, I want to say that there is some distortion in the network. We are not listening you clearly. Can you please speak loudly?
I will do that. I will do that. Sorry about that.
Okay, thank you.
If anybody has any further questions, do let me know in the chat. So you can also use the chat function or just unmute yourself and ask. I'd be happy to answer any further questions. Okay, so we can do some pronunciation practice. So this is just a window into how I would teach. So for instance, if we're doing, when will the course start? When will the source, if there's a question, when will the course start? As of right now, it's the first week of September. That might change depending on the number of students that are incoming or if somebody wants to join later on. But tentatively, which is abhi, and it might change, the first week of September is when the course is starting. Okay, so some common sorry, say that again.
Please tell me class timing.
What class am I in?
Class timing.
Sorry, I can't. Do you want to type your question? Just type your question in the chat. I can't really hear you, sir. Sorry. Just type your question in the chat. Okay. If anybody has any questions, put them in the chat. And in the meantime, do we want to do some pronunciation practice? We're going to do some pronunciation practice, okay? Okay, so there's some words that I think a lot of people make mistakes in when we're pronouncing, and I just thought of 3 of them. One of them is the word Saturday, right? A lot of us might say Saturday. It's not Saturday, it's Saturday. So repeat after me. Unmute yourself and repeat after me. Saturday.
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 Very nice. Okay, see if this is the way that we will be doing it. And in order for you to actually utilize the course, in order for you to actually build those skills, you have to unmute yourself. That is on you. That is your responsibility. Okay? Another word is, sometimes we say Wednesday. And I know that's how the spellings are, but the word is Wednesday. What's the word? Say it, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. So we're not going to say Wednesday. The next time you want to say, I'm going to my mother's house on Wednesday. No, I'm going to my mother's house on Wednesday. Okay. Another word is, sometimes we say the word blue, right? The color, it's blue. What's the word? You have to repeat. Can you guys hear me? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, okay. So these are just some basic words. We're going to try using better words, but this is just for practice, right? So somebody asked me if you'll get a certificate for this class. No, this is just the orientation. You won't be getting a certificate. I'm just telling you what the course is about. Some more practice that we're going to do, and this is a very, very, very common mistake that us Pakistanis make, is the differentiation between the letter B and W. Often times we'll for B, we'll say we. That's not how you say it. That's not correct. And I know all of us, myself included, I used to make that mistake as well. So when you say the letter V, you bite your lower lip when you say it. You say V, right? So say the word vocabulary. Repeat it after me, vocabulary. Nobody wants to say it, that's fine. You're gonna say that even if you're repeating it on your own, that's good. I'm happy with that. Van, vomit. And then the letter W. The letter W, you round your lips when you say it. W, w. Word, worm, world, right? Not bird, not worm, not world. Word, worm, world. So it would be Victor went, vocabulary, word, Van went, we were. Okay, so that's sort of how our pronunciation is, activities are going to work. I could teach you a phrase today, a phrase that you can use in your everyday language, and what it's one.
Can you explain the word we?
Sorry, say that again.
Can you please explain the word we again?
Okay, so the letter V, जिसका होता है van या vomit. When you say any word that starts with V, you're going to bite your lip, B, और आवाज आप ऐसे निकालोगी, B. Vocabulary, not vocabulary, vocabulary, van, vomit. Okay?
Okay, it's clear.
Good, good. A phrase that you could use, and one that is you are probably going to be using a lot, is the phrase cost an arm and a leg. When something costs an arm and a leg, it's very expensive. So instead of saying something is very expensive, अगर आप कहना चाह रहे हो कोई चीज बहुत expensive है, instead of saying टमाटर बहुत expensive है, you would say tomatoes cost an arm and a leg these days. Yeah, petrol, right? Petrol is really expensive these days. You would say petrol costs an arm and a leg these days. Or it took me an arm and a leg, or it cost me an arm and a leg to fill up my tank. So that's a phrase that you can use in your everyday language. Would anybody like to use this phrase in a sentence for me? कोई ये phrase sentence में use करके दिखाएगा मुझे, if anybody's comfortable? Nobody's comfortable yet, but that's okay. When you join my class, everybody's going to participate because I will force you to participate. That's just how we're going to do it in my class. So once you enroll, you have to participate, you have to turn on your cameras, and that is the only way you will actually learn. Okay, and you're gonna get a bang for your buck, which basically means you're going to utilize your money properly. Okay, so just a reminder, this is a 4-week course that aims to develop students' conversational fluency. So we're going to be having lots and lots and lots of conversations about various topics. We're going to improve our pronunciation. So we're going to look at some common mistakes that we make when we're pronouncing certain words, which is going to build our confidence. And we're also going to be building our vocabulary. We're going to learn new words that we can incorporate into our everyday language. And we're going to do that in an environment that is welcoming. And we're going to do this through lots and lots of activities. So it's fun and engaging. Okay, and just a reminder, this is online, this course. It's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And it's going to be in the first week of September. It's not set in stone, which means it's not fixed. It might change, but as of right now, it's first week of September. The standard fee is $6,000 for individual enrollment. And if you do it early, and if you do it as a group, so 2 or more people enroll, it's $5,000. Yes, so you can deposit it. So all that information is on TPS Training's Facebook page, if you want to know where you deposit it. So I'll stop sharing. Hello. Somebody said hello to me. Good. Okay. So if anybody has any other questions, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. If they're related to the course, if they're related to anything really. I want to buy a house and it costs an arm and a leg. Exactly. Very good. Very good, Nimra. That was really good. Okay. So somebody asked me if they'll be getting a certificate for today's class. No, they will not be getting a certificate. You guys won't be getting a certificate for this class because one, it was just an orientation class. And second, you need to enroll in the course for 4 weeks. You have to come every day in order to get the certificate. So, right? So after you complete your 4 weeks, you will get a certificate from TPS Training that says you are certified and you are a brilliant English speaker. Okay. Any other questions? You can also use, so you can unmute yourself or you can use the chat function. If you don't have any questions, this concludes the orientation class and you are good to go. If you have any questions that you would just like to ask one-on-one, you're welcome to stay. Sorry, somebody unmuted themselves. You can ask a question if you like.
Madam, should I deposit RS 5,000 or 6,000?
Would it be, so I think you should ask that question on the number that has just been provided and I will. So I just know that I sent it to the wrong person. I just sent you the number and TPS Trainings also sent that number. I would say, yeah. So 5,000 is okay if you deposit it within 2 days.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So the early bird rate is for only valid for 2 more days. If you submit the money within 2 days, you can do 5,000. After that, it is 6,000.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. If anybody has any questions, please do ask. You can use the chat function if you like, or you can just ask by unmuting yourself. I think somebody had a question. Okay, thank you. Thank you for all of you for being here. Thank you for taking time out of your Friday. I know that's difficult. And that concludes the session. Thank you. I'm going to end the session now. So if anybody has any questions, please send them to the number that was set in the chat or on TPS Training's Facebook page. And that, Allah Hafiz.